Here with Coach Zelenovich of Southeast Polk. Coach, thanks for joining us today. Let's talk about last week. Heck of a win, heck of a trip over to Pleasant Valley over there, getting the win. 8 different receivers caught a pass in that game. And obviously you didn't have Sam. That was a big one. But, boy, you guys sure stepped it up. Can you talk about that win and just how important that was?
Yeah, I mean, it was a total team win. You mentioned spreading the ball around offensively, but I thought, minus a couple bumps in the road there, we played really, really well on the road against a good team in all three phases. Played high-powered offense that keeps you off the field and is physical, and got some stops when we needed to offensively. Minus a couple penalties in the turnover there early. Kind of shot ourselves in the foot. Never really felt like we struggled to move the ball. And then obviously special teams, changing field position, making them drive the ball was huge. And then, driving the ball down there with 3 minutes to go, tied game on the road, that's, championship level drive, and you finish it off with a walk-off field goal. So, yeah, it was a great challenge for our kids. A credit belongs to them and our coaches for getting them ready to go play. And it was definitely a well-earned victory against a really good team.
Your running game obviously hasn't been the same as it's been in recent years, but you had 160 plus, 150 plus rushing yards on Friday night. Holden had 2 rushing touchdowns as it is, and he was also starting to pick it up. Talk about how crucial Holden's improvement is, because it feels like Holden's getting better here as the weeks have gone on. Would you say?
Yeah, no, I mean we're a quarterback. I mean, it's a quarterback-driven game, right? And we're a quarterback-driven offense for sure. And yeah, he played really well. Maybe his best game of the year, which was exciting to see. Um, in terms of it's about decision making at that and distributing the ball, like you mentioned earlier, getting the ball in people's hands, and obviously with the injury to Sam, we have kind of had to slide some guys in and adjust some things, but. I'm proud of those kids for stepping up and making plays when they needed to, and obviously everything starts with him. In terms of running the football, we're starting 2 sophomores and 2 juniors on the O line, and boy, they're getting better. We're starting to be, effective running the ball. We're not as explosive as we've have been for various reasons, not just due to the offensive line, but I think we're starting to understand what it takes to win at an elite 5A level, and you got to run the football. And teams that win in November run the ball, and so I'm proud to see those guys continuing to work and get better. And we're going to have to play well offensively Friday night for us to have a chance to win the game.
Talk about Friday night here to end things off. First of all, congrats on the home playoff game. I don't know if you thought that was going to happen a couple weeks ago, but that's a nice little perk. I was joking. I hope you guys didn't winterize the field or anything. Keeping the concessions stacked and everything else. You face an Iowa City West team that has 2 of the better athletes in the state when you look at recruiting. What stands out to you about this team? They give up a little bit on the point side, but a very talented team. You guys obviously don't see them a ton. What stands out here on Friday night?
Yeah, just that explosive offense. They have a 4-year starter at quarterback who's been a very productive player for them. Very smart, does a good, accurate, big arm, can make all the throws, big, strong kid. So it starts with them. Then obviously, yeah, you talked about the 2 skill kids on the perimeter that create matchup problems for everybody. So, we're going to have to, make sure we align correctly and have good eye discipline and keep things in front, try to limit explosive plays, make them drive the ball. And they're a lot of production offensively, but they do a good enough job in the run game with the tailback and the quarterback run to keep you honest, spread you out, and make you, defend gaps. So, yeah, it'll be a challenge for our guys. We got to try and affect the quarterback a little bit, not necessarily sack him, but affect him, contain him, get him off his spot, and give him some different looks, and see see how that goes. And then obviously offensively trying to keep them off the field. So they're a talented team. We understand the challenge. You get to this point in the year, everybody's good. Everybody's playing well, and so hopefully we can continue to play our best game. That's the challenge. That's the goal for our guys. Kind of talked about it all week, and they're excited for the opportunity, and we'll see what happens.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck to you and the Rams here on Friday night.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach.